morning student. Now we will continue with our same chapter, that is chapter number 8. This is our second lecture. So in second lecture, in multicellular animals, a man has more than 20 types of cell. So in a man has a 20 types of a cell in the body. So we are familiar with this. That is a epithelial cell forming the outer skin. So next is our blood cells, then the bone cell, then the muscle cells, then the granular cell and the brain cell, then nerve cells, sperm cell, egg cells and other. So we have a 20 types of a cell in our body. So each kind of a cell is of the different shape and size. An example is nerve cell in human body are typical in the sense that they have the longest cell joint end on end to run from the brain to the toe and to each joint out of the numerous projection joining other nerves and their projections, then forming the network of the nerves covering almost the entire body surface, all body organs. Then similarly the blood cells are the group of the different kinds of the cells floating in the serum forming a blood tissue. Then the different levels of the organization in multicellular organism, that may be many similar cells together form a tissue. So group of the cell is called the tissues. So different tissues together form an organs. Then the many organs together form an organ system. Then the organ system together form an organism. So now the cell, that is a structure and the functional unit of the life. Now cell. All the cells are enclosed in a thin membrane wall called the cell membrane. So all the membranes. So if we have a skin here, this is called a membrane. And if the cell is there, the cell outer membrane is called the cell membrane. So this is a cell membrane of this. In plant, there is an additional rigid wall outside the cell membrane. That rigid outer wall in plant is made from the cellulose in addition to form the other substance depending upon the tissue in which it is present. So the outer ridged wall around the membrane's wall is in the plant cell is called the cell wall. So this we have a cell membrane and outer membrane that is made up of a cellulose and it is called the cell wall. So the cell wall is a product of the granular secretion from the cytoplasm, and the cell wall continue to grow into the size and the thickness with the help of the growth of the enclosure. So cell is not a living part of the cell. It has spores on it through which the cytoplasm form one cell remain connected with the cytoplasm of the neighboring cell. So the cell wall in the plant cell make the plant body rich and in comparison to the soft body of the animal. The cell wall in the plant help the plant bearing with the rough weather to which they can expose from time to time. Then the parts of the cell. So it includes the three parts of the cell. So first part is the cell membrane, second is your cytoplasm, and third it is a nucleus. So cell membrane protect what they are doing, they are protecting the cell from the outer condition. Cytoplasm include all the cell organs. Like in our body we have the organs, like in cell we call the organs small organ, that is we call it small organelles. Then the nucleus is a brain of the cell. So we have a brain here. So in that in cell the nucleus is a brain of the cell. So these include three parts. All these together term as a protoplasm. So all the three terms, that is cell membrane, cytoplasm, nuclear, all cover up to called the protoplast. Now protoplast is a living matter of the cell. It exclude the cell wall present outside the cytoplasm in the plants. So now first part is your cell membrane. So what is now cell membrane? The cell membrane, also called the cytoplasm membrane. Cytoplasm membrane means outer membrane. So it or the plasma membrane also. So form a thin protecting covering around the cytoplasm called the cytoplasm and the nucleus. The cell membrane partial one cell from the other and give the shape to the cell. Then the plasma membrane is a porous to allow the movement of the water, minerals, soluble food from one cell to the another. So they are helping in transporting the water and mineral from one cell to the another cell. It is a semi-permeable or a selectively permeable membrane, means it is very thin membrane, transparent and very elastic membrane also. It is also called elastic membrane. Now the next is your what? That is a cytoplasm. Now what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm, it is a jelly-like or a semi-fluid living substance filling the space between the plasma membrane and the nucleus. So cytoplasm encloses many tiny structures. So it encloses very small tiny structure. These tiny incursion in the cytoplasm called the cell organelles. So these small minute particles, these are called the cell organelles. Cell organelles are not present in bacterial cells. So it's only in bacterial cells cell organelles are not there. So cytoplasm itself store of water and the food. Then the cytoplasm perform all the life process and the metabolism. So they perform all the activities of that. Then the organelles is present in cytoplasm. So different types of organelles are present, like in our body different types of organs are there and their work are also different. So here also we have a different types of cell organelles and their functions. So first organelle is our vacuole. Okay, vacuole are always present in the plant cell, always present in the plant cell but not present in the animal cell, means absent in the. Then vacuoles are space within the cytoplasm bounded by the membrane and filled with the fluid called the cell. In plant cell the vacuoles are large and smooth. In animal cell vacuoles are either absent or have several small vacuoles, especially in the gland cells. In the cell of the amoeba we find the food vacuole and the contractile vacuole which help in retaining the water finally in excretion. Now next is your endoplasmic reticulum. Now what is endoplasmic reticulum? So it is a complex meshwork of a tubular channel occurring in the cytoplasm and may be helping in protein synthesis. So they helping in protein synthesis. Endoplasmic reticulum, in short we call it ER also, and it is of two types. Here it is not given, I am telling you it is of two types. That is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Next is your what? That is your mitochondria. Now mitochondria is an organelle which it is also called the powerhouse of the cell. So it helps in getting the storage of the material. So it is a powerhouse of the cell. It helps the cell with energy transfer and help the process of respiration. So it helps in the respiration process also. Then the next is your Golgi apparatus or the Golgi complex or a Golgi body. So three names of these organelles. What are the function of this? Is more prominent in animal saliva from salivary gland, and the tears from the tear gland, as many other functions to perform. So it is present in the animal cell. Then the next is your what? Ribosomes. So again, ribosomes are the very minute granules of RNA. RNA means that full form of RNA, ribonucleic acid. So an enzyme, they are the sites where protein synthesis are there. So ribosome help in making the protein also. Now the next is your plastid. So plastid is very important and it is always present in the plants and not in the animal cell. So plastid is absent in the animal cell. So what do the plastid do? Plastid give the colors to the plant. Like 3 types of plastids are there, like chloroplasts here which help in giving the green color, and the chromoblasts here which help in giving the red yellowish color. And the different plastids are also there which help in giving the non-green color to the organ. Then the next topic is your nucleus. Nucleus. Now the first the cell structure have a 3 part. First was the cell membrane, then the next was the cytoplasm, the third is nucleus. Now we will study the nucleus. What is nucleus? I have told you nucleus is the brain of our cell. So the nucleus is generally one in each cell, though some cell may be a multinucleate. Multinucleate cells are rare. So nucleus is quite an important and prominent structure. It take up a red color and get the prominent when stained with the red stain, that is called the safranin. So it is a control center of the brain of the cell. Now it is again divided into the 4th part, that was the nuclear membrane, nucleus sac, nucleus and chromatin and the chromosomes. These are very important part of the nucleus. So nuclear membrane covering the nuclear material, it helps in cover the nuclear material. Nuclear sap is a jelly-like fluid in the nucleus. So nuclear sap is a jelly-like fluid. Then the nucleus is a small dense body within the nucleus controlling the functioning of ribosome present in the cytoplasm. It helps in controlling the functions of the, and then the chromatin and the chromosome. So chromatin form a network of the thread-like structure with the nucleus. At the time of the multiplication of the cell, the network contract into the thin and the short chromosomes. So we have a different types of chromosomes in our body. So chromosomes are generally pair rod-like structure and carrying the genes. Now what is gene? Genes carry the characters from parent to their offspring, means which characters parents are having, so that characters are transferred to the offspring, means their new generations. Thus they help in inheritance of the character. Chromosomes also control each and every structure and their function taking inside the cell and the organism. So each gene control a character on the body of the organism. For example, a gene for eye may control the shape, size, color and other features of the eyes. Now what are centrosomes? Centrosomes, again it is a type of a organelle which is present only in the animal cell. So centrosomes are only present in the animal cell, they are not found in the plant cell. If they are found in the plant cell, they are called the bundles. So it is located near and outside of the nucleus. Each centrosomes include a pair of granules called the centrioles. So centrosomes and centrioles play a very important role in helping the cell division in the animal cell. Now what are the comparison of the plant and the animal? So now some comparison is there between animal and the plant cell. So similarity in plant and animal cell is their cell membrane, cytoplasm, mitochondria, ribosome and nucleus. These are the similarity which are present in both plant and animal cell. This is again the cell membrane, cytoplasm, mitochondria, ribosomes and the nucleus. Now what is the difference? Now cell wall, in plant cell wall is present, but in the animal cell it is absent. Now the plastid in plant cell it is present, but in the animal cell they are absent. Then the vacuoles, in vacuole in plant cell these are present in a large amount, so large vacuole is there, but in animal cell they are absent, in it is present, so they are in a very minute form. Then the Golgi apparatus, so in plant cell it is absent and highly reduced, but in animal cell it is prominent and the big enough to see. Then the centrosome, then the centrosome is totally absent in the plant cell, and in animal centrosome is absent, present near each nucleus in the animal cell. Now what are prokaryotes and eukaryote cells? So what are these? So nucleus in bacterial cell and blue-green alga cell is imperfect since it lacks the nuclear membrane, and the chromatin network is not organized, and the nucleus of this kind is called incept or the imperfect nucleus. And in an incept nucleus, the nuclear material is without the nuclear membrane. So in simple language, cells with incipient nucleus are described as prokaryotic cells. Pro means primitive nucleus, and the organism which has a kind of a nuclear material, they are called the prokaryotes. And what are eukaryotes? That is such cell which have a perfect nucleus, means which have a well developed nucleus, they are called the eukaryotic cell, and the organism bearing a perfect nucleus is called the eukaryotes. Now the cell growth and their cell division. So what are the cell growth? And so cell growth take place in two ways. They help in two ways, like growth in the size of the cell. Newly formed cell continues to grow in size, and the food, eat, metabolism and add to the cytoplasm of the cell to help the growth, and on reaching the certain size cell stop growing. So some of our cells are growing rapidly, and if like we have a height cell, so our height stop at some interval, so some of the cells are stopped, and further growth of the organism take place by the multiplication of the cell of the process as the cell division. Dead cells are also replaced by the cell division and extending one, which help in healing of the injury. So which help in healing of the injury. So our chapter is completed. What you have to do, you have to see this video very carefully, and if you have any problem you can ask me on the WhatsApp group. So this is a chapter that is cell. We will study our next chapter I will give you next video in next lecture. Thank you student. Till then you can watch this video very carefully. Again, if you have any query, any problem, you can ask me on the WhatsApp group. And one thing more, you have to send the PDF of the chapter, that is chapter number 5, 6, 7, 8 by doing the work and making the PDF of this and send that PDF in the WhatsApp group. Thank you students.